Burgers. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. But, welcome to Bands and Burgers.
Bands and Burgers.
The gnarliest cooking show on the planet.
Today's guest is
Young Cap.
We want a check, we want the loot. Think of the cash, she think of the move. Might get it smashed and have it on loop. People will talk, they mad cause they lose. I know that it's true, just how they do. Telling the lies, they telling no truth. Just how they come up, it started at you. People will talk, they mad cause they lose. Cause we want a check.
And what has Young Cap chosen for us to make?
gourmet grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Before we dive into that, I would like to show off this new fancy Bands and Burgers cook-off champion.
He cheated. He paid off Mindless Society last time to vote for him.
Nope.
If you haven't seen that,
It's all fair game in here.
if you haven't seen that,
I'm
click the
just
link
a better
up above.
cook. I'm a better cook.
Click the link up above to see that episode where
Yeah.
he bribed our guests.
I did not bribe them. I won fair and
The
square.
trickery. Well, let's see who wins today. I'm pretty confident I'm
I'm
going to win.
gonna win.
All right. Well, let's see. You want to go first?
Well, first off, let's talk about our sides. We got Rally's seasoned fries.
And then we got some tomato soup.
Can't have grilled cheese without tomato soup. Now for the grilled cheese, my bread of choice is nuts and grain. Delicious stuff right here. And then I'm gonna be doing a 2-cheese grilled cheese. I've got Colby Jack and Pepper Jack. But there's a twist. I'll be using a slice of honey ham and some jalapenos and some honey Dijon mustard.
I have chosen.
That's a good bread right there. I was about to get that.
I've chosen this bread because it's thick and fluffy, and it's got white powdery stuff on top that makes it look fancy. I'm not sure what it
It's
is.
flour.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I have chosen for my cheeses 3 cheeses,
Oh.
better than his measly 2 cheeses. I have chosen Colby Jack, Pepper Jack,
You're stealing my cheeses, bro.
and mozzarella. And to add on top of that, I will be throwing in some bacon
I knew you were gonna do bacon. And avocado.
and avocado.
What?
So let's see who the
I like
master
how
chef
I like
truly
how we
is.
both used a meat and a vegetable for our grilled cheese.
Mustard is one of my favorite vegetables.
I talked about the jalapenos, fucker.
Alright, let's get going. I'm gonna kick this dude's
Alright.
butt today.
First,
Woo!
can't believe we picked the same cheese.
I know, you bastard.
I almost got mozzarella too, and I was like, nah, 2 cheeses is enough.
I don't like you.
I know. That's why you ignore all my calls.
It's because I'm asleep and I'm bad at communicating. Why are you putting me on blast?
You know you're gonna edit this out.
Yeah. Anything that makes me look bad, I'm gonna edit out.
Spatula.
Did you really know I was gonna use bacon?
I just had a feeling.
You know what's funny? I had a feeling you were gonna use like ham. Actually, I was thinking you were gonna use chicken.
Chicken grilled cheese? That doesn't sound too bad. Oh, you almost made me drop my sandwich.
Yeah, dude, you burnt that fucking grilled cheese, bro. You're not gonna give that one to Young Kev, are you?
No, I'll eat this one.
Get your hairspray out of my food, bro.
He's here. The man of the hour. Alright, and that was another intense cook-off on Bands and Burgers.
Woo, I think I'm gonna win today. In fact, I guarantee it.
Nope.
I guarantee it.
I am gonna win. I always win. That's why I have this belt.
Whatever.
You can always trust a fat guy when it comes to food, so.
Well, before we get our interview started, here's a quick word from our special friend.
Downtown Aquarium, small of America. Mess going from Angel and Ethan over there to Young Cab. To inspire Young Cab is what they wanted now. To inspire the Young Cab to keep writing on music and keep hustling and stay working hard. And check out the documentary. It's called What the Health. It's free. It's on YouTube. Changed my life. It'll help you out. You gotta have your cells. You gotta have yourself. You gotta have longevity. Peace. I wish you many monies for many moons. From yours truly, Dale D'Antonio on the Wings of America.
Hi, welcome back to Bands and Burgers.
Bands and Burgers.
So today we've got
Young Cab.
Hey, what it do? I sees up. I see y'all in the place looking good as y'all can be. Thank y'all.
Good too, buddy.
Thank you.
So what'd you have us make for you today?
Hey, you know what, man? When Ethan gave me the call, I didn't know what to pick, man. He said a few things were taken. What'd y'all make last time?
Last time we did spaghetti.
Spaghetti? Okay, so spaghetti. And coincidentally, like, I'm a very, very big spaghetti fan, so I was thinking about going that route, but that was out the window. So I asked my coworker, and that motherfucker said, "Why don't you have him make you a very nice grilled cheese sandwich?"
That gourmet grilled cheese.
Gourmet grilled cheese. So
I'm glad you picked grilled cheese because it's not that complicated to make. So.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to be complicated. Something simple, but something that you can put your heart into it.
Thank you.
Like
Yes.
I know y'all
Well,
can.
I definitely put my heart into it, and I know it's going to be the better one.
Oh, I love it. Hey, okay, hold on. Can we talk about the belt over here?
Okay,
Look at the belt.
So this is the cook-off champion belt.
I see it.
That's because the last two episodes I won the cook-off,
Boo!
and I'm about to win this
He
cook-off
cheated.
too.
Don't
Oh,
believe
shit.
him, Young Cab. He's a cheater.
Hey, man.
He's a fraud.
Hey, man.
No,
Hey, we'll see.
It's all fair game. I'm just an excellent
It is,
chef. and
it is.
He's in denial.
Today we're gonna have sudden deaths, so we'll see who wins.
Oh.
Who wins the cook-off today? It's gonna be all on you. The pressure's gonna be on you, Young Cab.
Yeah.
Hey, this-
Usually we have people vote, but I mean it's just you, so
It is just me.
that's one and done.
It is. Which I was gonna ask you guys, man. Am I the first one-man band on
yep.
Bands and Burgers?
There's
First solo artist.
Hey,
Give
claps.
us a round of applause for Young Cab. And also make sure to check out all his social media.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be on screen right now.
We got instruments in this.
Spread the
motherfucker.
love. Give him some likes. Subscribe to him, please. He's a great
It's all
artist.
love. Hey.
He's a great person.
Thank you for your kind words, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. I've known you guys for a long time. So this right here is very near and dear to the heart. Just-
No, you don't know us. He doesn't know us. No.
We don't know you.
This is the first time we've ever talking to Young Cab.
Well,
No, it's in the next episode.
in that case,
No, okay.
thank you guys.
Well,
No.
you can go ahead and start eating now. We don't
Oh yeah,
that way
the
you
food.
just
I always
Random
forget
fuckers.
about the food.
all right, let's do
So,
it, man.
Alrighty.
After we finish up the questions, we'll ask you which sandwich you liked better.
I
So
got you.
Pay real attention right now when you eat
I
these
got
sandwiches.
you. So I know I could just eat, right? No particular order.
Yeah, no.
No,
order.
help yourself.
Okay.
Eat
Alright,
it how
you
your
want-
heart desires.
You want to start this off, E-Man?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ask the first one. So,
Yes,
Young
sir.
Cab,
What'd it
when
do?
did you start writing music and lyrics, anything like that?
Oh man, the first journey for me, it had to be when I remember it had to be like 2006, bro, 2007 when I was like 6th, 7th grade, bro. I had a friend, man. His name was Alizar, man. He passed away. RIP Alizar, man, and unfortunately, man, got shot. Died when we was real young, man, in high school and shit, man. I miss that motherfucker.
Fuck, sorry to hear that.
Hey, man, but it is what it is, man. I think everything happens for a reason. He's still here with us, you know what I'm saying? So to go on top of that story, man, we'd always write, instrumentals and shit. Like we'd hear instrumentals on MySpace and shit, and we'd fucking write lyrics at his grandma's house and my grandma's house. And I had this lyric book that me and him made, and this was before I knew anything about recording at all. So I used to have a little tape recorder that we got from Walmart, and I used to just put it next to the speaker. You know what I mean? And we just rap over it and show people and thought we were
Old school.
the shit. Yeah, it was real old school, man. So that was yeah. I started playing football probably 06, so that was probably around that time, man, 06, 07. And what's crazy about that is when he had actually passed away, I had that book still. So all those lyrics that he wrote and that I wrote, I ended up putting into his casket when I went to his funeral and shit. So it all just kind of came back and shit. That I like
your words go on with him forever.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And it was a nice moment, bittersweet moment, of course. But it was crazy, man, to just say like that chapter of my life will be with him forever. You know what I mean? So that's kind of when I started the journey, man. And then I didn't really start recording probably a couple years after that. When I linked up with my boy Jason and his brothers, man, they had this group called S2D, Cents to Dollars, man. And we recorded it in their basement, and that was the first time I actually recorded it. I think one of the songs that we made is still on YouTube too. Like you can still probably find it. And
we'll put the link up on the screen.
Yeah, you might have to. That was even before my name was Young Cab and shit.
Before you were just Donald.
Mm-hmm.
What was your original name? If you don't mind sharing, if it ain't too embarrassing.
It's not, but you know I had to change it. So my name was Lil D. And when I went to middle school, everybody was like, "Little dick ass mother," you know what I mean? Little dick. They'd be across campus, "Little dick." I'd be like, "Damn it!" And I looked just because I knew, and I'd be mad at everybody. I said, "Fuck that! I'm changing my name."
You fucked up. Now I'm gonna be calling you that.
Yeah, man. So it ended up being Young Cab, which are two generic names, but I think.
Young Cab suits you.
Yeah,
it fits you.
Thank you, because I think a lot of people look at me now and be like, "Oh, that's YC, that's Young Cab." You know, everybody that's known me or for quite a bit of time, which is cool, because I did the whole little hand thing and I made that little moniker and that little gimmick about it. So it's tight, man. It's tight.
Building an image, I like it.
Yes, sir.
I like it. R.I.P. to all those we've lost throughout our lives. They say a person never dies truly until a person forgets their memory and all that. So
hey, that's real, man.
It's great to hear that story about your friend.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Speaking about your writing process, what's that like? Like, do you do a lot of rewrites, or is it like what you've written down is kind of like is what mostly is the final product?
Usually, like now, like the last project I made, majority of those beats were like found prior to me even writing a bar at all. Because my structure I like to do is I like to feel the beat, because I feel like the beat's that pathway, you know what I mean? It's that pathway to get you on rhythm. It's that pathway to understand that beat, because every beat to me is telling me a story, you know what I mean? My job is just to put a little bit of lyrics on top of that. So however the beat makes me feel is how I want to write. So I have some bars and lyrics and verses that I write freehand, no beat at all, just kind of fucking around just to keep, and I'll kind of pick and choose different bars to put in different songs. But I like to listen to the beat first, get it structured, see where the hook is, see where the bridge is, and see how I feel, you know what I mean? After a couple of these Colorado Kool-Aids that we got right here, you know what I'm saying, and the little grilled cheese sandwiches, this is the kind of the vibes I like to feel. So that's kind of my process, man. It's worked for me because it's able to bring emotion through the song and shit. So
nice. I like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, whenever you do write, do you ever get like writer's block?
For sure.
How do you deal with that?
I think thinking on different life experiences and bringing out different emotions that I felt before. Because when I get writer's block, it's just like, usually it's not about the writing. Usually it's like I'm not too happy on outside forces. Right. You know what I mean? So if I'm like, my mind's kind of elsewhere when I'm trying to write, Which is tough when you sit there and you just listen to a beat over and over again, and you're by yourself, especially. That's tough.
Trying to force it, yeah,
Exactly.
It's almost impossible sometimes.
I don't want anything to sound forced. So, to get over it, man, I kind of need to relax, man. Kind of take my mind off music a little bit, and then I'll be able to come back to it, and then I'll be able to gauge those certain emotions and how I felt at certain times and shit. So, that's kind of how I get through it. It doesn't work every time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't work every time, but
Well, that's how most like famous lyricists they do it. I mean, they'll write about like personal experiences, past traumas, something relatable like that, like like a heartbreak. Everyone goes through that, and it hurts.
no, it does. It
So
does.
I mean, that's where a lot of people will get their inspirations from,
And-
stuff
and
like that.
It's cool too for me because like you mentioned heartbreak and shit, and like we do go through it. But the crazy thing about heartbreak is we go through it at different ages and it all feels different.
Yeah, that's
You know what
very
I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes like when I'm writing like a song about a female or something like that, and I want to engage that emotion and shit, like I really do think about, damn, man, she fucking broke my heart in 6th grade. How the fuck did I feel? You know what I'm saying? Because I want that version of me to come out in the song. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would kind of go away from the, I got over it by drinking Hennessy and burning and shit because I wasn't doing that in 6th grade. I coped with it a different way. You know what I mean?
That was later in
Yeah,
life.
you know what I mean? Yeah, so like when I want to cope the emotion of like present time and shit, like how you get over a heartbreak. Oh yeah, I got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put that in a fucking song and shit. Hey, this first one is fire. I ain't gonna lie. This first one's fire. I didn't know. I was thinking to myself, I was like, should I eat them together or individually? And I am. This first one's fire though.
Yeah, the
Let's
first
see.
one that I ate right now is pretty good.
I'm
too.
fine.
Save your judgment till the end.
I feel it. I feel it.
But real quick, I wanna give a quick tip about writer's block. I don't know if
Yeah.
it might help you or anyone.
No, man,
Or
any advice helps.
anyone listening at home. But
For sure.
I saw this interview one time where they were interviewing like a professional screenwriter for like Hollywood, and they have to write scripts. They have to pump those out, whether it's to a TV show or a movie. And they were asking him how he dealt with writer's block, because he has like deadlines. He has he has to meet these requirements from people.
Okay.
And so he talked about writer's block, and he said, let me see if I could just summarize this real quick. But he said, he's like, yeah, it exists. And it'll hold you back, but the most important thing to remember is to just start doing something. Start writing down whatever it is. You're not gonna like it at first, but it's gonna help spur more ideas.
You'll
And
never
then-
finish unless you start.
This is true.
That's
And
true.
so he said, like, yeah, the problem, the mistake that people make when it comes to writer's block is they just sit there and they never write anything down because they're dissatisfied with what is coming to their mind at the moment. So like, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. And they get discouraged and they don't write. So just start writing down. It's gonna be trash at first, but just keep going and going and going, and then that's gonna lead you into a very creative path. And so that's the advice he gave. And I've been trying to use that in my own life when it comes to stuff, and it's actually pretty helpful,
One thing that I've found with writer's block is sometimes it's best to walk away and then come back to it like a week later or something with a fresh mind, just restart. Pick up where you left off with a different perspective. But it helps sometimes. When I write, I'll take a break from it, mainly because I'm just sick of it and like, I don't know where I'm going. And then I'll eventually get back to it and be like, okay, I see where I should have went.
I think that's the beauty of the creative journey we both partake in and shit. As far as music or film or anything that we both all want to do, or
Any
three of us
kind of
wanna
art
do.
form.
Yeah, any kind of art form. That's the beauty. Is there's different struggles that we all go through, and there's different ways to cope with that. And one way of sitting there and actually trying to write something down, anything, because it's gonna come to you eventually, will work. And maybe you just need to walk away. But the fucking pretty thing about that shit is there's no fucking right answer.
Exactly.
The way you both
Yes.
described it right now is perfect. And we don't know who the fuck's listening that's gonna benefit from each way.
Right.
And that's the dopest fucking
See,
part.
one thing I will never understand about just the mass most people anyways who interpret art but they don't do any kind of art forms themselves is they can be judgmental towards it.
Straight up.
But
they're
it's like
super critical.
it's like, how are you going to be critical when you yourself are not an artist? There is no right way to create.
Yep.
I mean, if you're writing a song, if you're painting a picture, it's how you feel. Literally, any kind of art form is either a visual or an audible perception of somebody's emotions.
No, straight up.
And there's no right answer to it. You're right.
There's really not, bro. And I found that like over time is like I think being creative is something you're born with, but knowing how to utilize that creativity is something you have to learn.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
I agree.
Yeah, because when I was young, I always understood I love music. You know, I never learned how to play an instrument. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really sing. I didn't really get into hip hop until I was a little bit older. Actually, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on country music and shit. Straight up. I grew up on.
Who's your favorite country artist
of all time? Fuck.
or right now at this moment at least?
Well,
who are you really into?
I'm not too much into the current country because I think it's all pop music now.
It's become
and
very...
there's a lot of if you listen to a lot of country music on the radio, there's a lot of hip hop beat behind that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You know what I mean?
They're implementing a lot of like hip hop, like the
those
flows
claps and the snares and shit.
I'm like, 808s.
Yeah, you know that. Pretty soon we're gonna hear like some banging ass baits through fucking Kiss Country or some bullshit. Nah, but I think like. It's crazy you ask because like people ask me where I get my influences from too, and I have to mention some of these artists, man. It's like
that's funny because the next question is literally who's
That's funny.
So we'll just go ahead and jump into that.
Who's your biggest influence?
I mean, okay, to stick with the country realm, like I always liked Toby Keith because I liked like his aura about him and shit, and I didn't really understand anything other than I just liked his music when I was young because that was presented to me, and it was it was beautiful because like I didn't have to think like, oh, I can't like country music because I'm a black dude. Like I just liked it because
Darius Rucker.
Yeah, it was straight up. You know what I mean? And I didn't learn about Darius Rucker till later when I started realizing like, okay, there's a little bit of racial divide here, but that's cool because you know every culture has their own shit. No, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But like Toby Keith, George Strait, Alan Jackson. Like a lot of the 90s guys, you know what I mean? Brooks and Dunn and shit. If you play Neon Moon, I'll cry. Right now. On cue. Nah. But, shit. Like
the music.
Cue Neon Moon. Neon Moon.
He's like, play it. Take off the glasses. We want to see them tears. Nah. But, I think the biggest influence I had growing up for sure is like Mac Dre, a lot of Bay Area rappers, San Quinn, E40,
R.I.P. Mac Dre.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Mac Dre was like changed the rap for me because of his wordplay, and he had this whole aura of how he brought this thing and getting hyphy, and I watched his movies Trill TV and Trill TV 2 when I was young too, and I used to bring my cousins over and we used to go just kick it, man. We'd be on my computer, bro. We'd be on MySpace in one room and we have Trill TV on in the other. It'd be like 2 a.m. My grandparents would be just like, yeah, you know, it'd be a fucking Saturday 2 a.m. and shit, and we would watch the video over and over again, man, because we wanted to portray what we saw. We liked that shit.
Yeah.
And I was so young, I just soaked it all in, you know what I mean? So when I really, really got into rap, that's kind of the rap I was into. Then I started really, really listening to like New York shit. So then I got into like Big L and like Jay-Z and you know what I mean? Like Nas and Mobb Deep, and like it's just like the list goes on. I don't think I ever stopped getting influenced though by anything.
Yeah, that's good because you know,
Ever.
it's always great to be influenced from
Straight
outside sources. It helps you grow as an artist.
Straight up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick. I don't
No, you
like
good.
Jay-Z. I'm cool with every artist you mentioned, but I don't like Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a hater.
May I ask why though? Because I think that's cool to have that criticism, but why?
Is it because he's with your girl Beyonce?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Somebody
Beyonce.
part of the Beehive.
When I saw Gold Member, that was the hottest I think I've ever seen Beyonce with that. I know, with that afro that she had on that movie, that was great. You know, you don't really see her like that. It's like.
I like how it just stuck with you.
But that's dope because that's creativity and that's art, you know.
No, but real quick, I don't like his lyrics. He makes good beats, but I don't like his lyrics. They're kind of corny to me. Like I don't know. Like maybe I have to go into the deep cuts to really like listen to his more serious songs. But when I hear his songs like on the radio or what have you, it's just really corny. It's not authentic. He grew up from the bottom and he became hella rich, And now he's pretending like he still has that mentality of where he was before. But money changes people,
Yeah.
and so it's too fake for me. It's too corny, too fake. I don't know.
I
don't
understand that, but I think that criticism is coming from just like hearing his later shit on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is hearing him with like Rihanna, and which is like they still did numbers. You know what I mean? Like in New York, like hey, that shit did numbers. You know what I mean? And I'm sure New York niggas love that shit. But
yeah.
like
It still hit to these
yeah,
days.
you know what I mean? But you gotta live, man. Damn, the list goes on, bro. I don't even know where to start and shit, bro. Like, if you listen to like all his '90s shit, bro, it's like when you can tell he was really trying to prove something before he was this like
when he was hungry,
mogul, yeah.
Before he got all that money,
Yeah.
and then it just chilled him out.
Yeah, then, but I see that. I see that too. I see that. So I can understand what you're saying. I wasn't ever the hugest Jay-Z fan, but there were some tracks that stood out. Excuse me, that like. I was like, damn, ain't nobody else like rhyme like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Even like DMX, bro. Like RIP DMX just passed away, man, not too long ago. And shit. But DMX and Jay-Z were kind of popping at the same time back before the internet and shit. And two different totally rappers. Jay-Z was a bar for bar kind of guy. Come at you with stories and shit. DMX come at your face though. Where are my dogs? Where are my dogs at? Fucking come on stage jumping and stop. Like what the fuck? Oh, like dude, like that hype shit. Like it was crazy, man. And then like more influences like super. Like I love Tupac and I also love Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like us like being born in the '90s, like we really didn't get to experience that.
Yeah.
Them, you know what I'm saying? But their music lived on.
I wish we could be like adults back in the '90s so we
I
could
got
like
to
buy
see
concert
Snoop
tickets.
live.
Yeah, straight up.
Dude, that shit was dope.
Oh wait, you said you got to see Snoop live?
I saw Snoop live.
I also did too. I saw him at the Fresno Fair. Where you saw him at?
Fresno Fair.
Shut the fuck up, did you?
Yeah, I was
Damn.
there. He had the strippers on stage and everything. They were shooting $100 bills into the crowd.
Oh, I don't remember that. Was he wearing like a Grizzlies jersey or was this a different time?
Has he been to Fresno Fair? Oh, Fresno
would've
Fair? No. It wasn't Fresno Fair. The Grizzly Fest.
Grizzly Fest, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember he was at Grizzly Fest, but
Yeah.
no, I seen him at the Fresno Fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was no strippers though.
Oh, dude, it was tight. I'm not gonna lie, it was dope. Fucking, he had like 6 of them on stage. They had like stripper poles and shit. They were fucking It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I was too broke at the time to buy tickets, so I didn't get to go.
Oh, dude,
So-
those tickets were expensive. I remember like after I bought them, I was like, I'm hurting.
I feel it. Yeah, no, I feel it. That Snoop, like damn, like the influences go on, like West Coast, like Snoop and Nate Dogg and Warren G and fucking Daz and like man, and Ice Cube and Eazy-E, fucking Dr. Dre, like even
Sounds like you got a pretty large library.
bro, I could talk about this forever, but like even like later in life, man,
Yeah.
like I really got into like Zeppelin.
I was
and
gonna
Pink
say
Floyd.
that's just in rap.
Yeah.
Everything you mentioned, and then you're gaining more influence from other
Oh
areas,
yeah,
so
for
that's-
sure,
that's-
bro. Like I remember the first time I got trippy, man. I was fucking watching the Zeppelin concert on TV and shit. You know what I mean? From way back in the day, and I just knew. I was like, these motherfuckers had something special. God damn, bro. I could hear it. That was the one time I told myself, I'm gonna call Ethan, I'm gonna learn how to fucking play guitar.
I think I remember that day.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
We fucked around with a guitar like for I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, and you were like, "You want smoke?"
Oh wait. I just met you guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, but
All right.
All right, so
hold on. Can I flip this real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
We got time?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
all the time. All the time
you want.
Who the
Yes.
fuck are your guys' influences? I want to know that.
Like
Ethan,
music wise.
Hey,
Ethan, go first.
you know what? Not in anything in general. Who do you like to look at and be like, they influence me to get better?
I like this. He asked us the question. No other guest has asked us questions, so
My biggest influence.
I want to know about you guys too.
Is this?
I just met you guys.
Is this guy named Young Cab?
Oh. Well, goddamn. Sounds like a real go-getter.
I mean, if I'm speaking seriously, I mean my taste in music, it ranges. I mean, I like soft stuff, rap. I like deathcore, heavy metal, psychedelic rock, reggae. I mean, a little bit of everything. I mean, look behind you, you can tell Bob Marley is one of
yeah.
my biggest ones.
They put me on the Bob Marley wall. I
Got
love it.
Jimi
Buffalo
Hendrix,
Soldier.
Pink Floyd, Sublime.
Oh, yeah.
And Yeah, you can see it's kind of a little bit everywhere. I like Linkin Park, Green Day, Blink-182, Sum 41.
That's the beauty of music, man.
Death metal bands. I mean, Lorna Shore I just got into recently. They're pretty brutal.
Okay.
Fucking
Like some real like we coming at you type shit.
The new lead singer.
Fuck yeah.
The new lead singer. They dropped a new video, and this is how everyone fucking heard about the new vocalist, and he was just like doing some fucking weird sounding demonic guttural voices. And before a breakdown, and it was just like shit like that. I was just like, whoa!
Coming out of a movie and shit.
And it goes heavy as shit. I don't know. Kind of hard to replicate. I mean, that sounded stupid. I'm sure you guys.
No, I kind of liked it. I was ready to say, "Hey, let's pause this real quick and let's do a quick studio session." 'Cause I might need that on an ad lib or some shit. What about you, Angel?
We'll do that another day.
For me, when it comes to comedy and stuff, I really like George Carlin.
Shit!
I like Richard Pryor.
Hell,
Like-
speaking of, man.
Yeah, speaking
Richard
of
Pryor.
Wanted,
Richard
Richard
Pryor's
Pryor right there
right
on
here. You see
vinyl
him?
right there.
He's right here.
Ooh, nice. Thank you for noticing. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, like, oh, there's a bug flying at me. No, yeah, I really like them as comedians. Just, I mean, they had different styles and whatnot, but I remember watching them growing up, and both of them just made me laugh, like the things they focused on, the things they spoke about. So when it comes to comedy, probably both the two of them. And I don't really play music, but I really like Soundgarden. I like Chris Cornell.
Oh yeah.
I like.
I was oh shit. I knew somebody working with you when Chris Cornell passed away, and I heard you were pretty devastated.
I was. I shed a tear for him.
Damn, bro. That I feel it, man. Do you like, for you, like Soundgarden, man? Like, was it him specifically? Because what was the other band he was in?
He was an Audio Slave.
Audio Slave. Okay, so like, did you like a certain version better?
I heard. I like Audio Slave more, even though Soundgarden came first. People like them more than Audio Slave. I don't know, it just really connected to me when I was young, when I was like a teenager, and I heard those songs. He just has really good lyrics on the first album. That first album is perfect. I could listen to it all the way through.
The whole way, no skips?
Yeah, I can listen to it and not get tired over and over again.
You just love when that happens.
Yeah.
When you find an album that good.
It's great, yeah. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't know. I just like his lyrics. I just like how groovy the first album was. But you know, Soundgarden, his lyrics, his vocals, just everything about it. I like lyrics that kind of like I guess make you feel something. You know, that's what everyone connects to, whatever it is. So everyone is different, but it just connected with me. So
that's dope.
Him musically, and then I also like Stephen King, like his writing, like his horror, like he writes a lot of stuff very well, like to explain it to you in your mind, and so I kind of like that. But I would say those are my biggest influences.
Easily one of the probably most known authors.
Oh yeah,
right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Mm-hmm. All right, so I think
what are your biggest goals in life? What do you want to accomplish, whether it's your bucket list or personally as an artist, what have you? You know, what are some things you want to accomplish before you pass from this earthly realm?
Before you kick the bucket.
If I can give you the most honest answer of how I really feel, the one thing I want to accomplish more than anything, and I think a lot of people that know me kind of could see this, is I want to be able to have people look at me and get inspired. And
already doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, man, stop, man. You're making me smile. Dog. Shit, I'm gonna blush. Fuck, nah, but honestly, no. And it might sound cliche, it might not. You know, but this is my true intention, man. Is there wasn't a whole lot of people, like, since I was young, that influenced me in my life that I knew personally until I started playing sports. The only person I had was my grandfather, who took me in when I was 3. And excuse me, I love my grandfather. He's my pops. He was my dad. But there was such an age gap there that I didn't learn a lot of things until I kind of figured it out myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I really like growing up an only child when you're just in that room. Otherwise, I was either doing homework, yard work, or I was in the room playing fucking video games, right? So, or watching TV. And this is like pre-internet age. So growing up, I got inspired by like characters that were larger than life.
Yeah.
That I saw on TV. And they were the reasons why I did certain things in my life. So if I am ever able to have a little kid look at me and be like, man, I like the way he operates. I like the way he moves. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to model how I do things after him. Then that would be the biggest accomplishment. Now, the dopest part about that is I have my own child now. You know what I mean? Now I have that parent-kid relationship that I didn't have before, and she's able to look at me and be like, yeah, I see him working hard. She might not know it now, but I know I'm putting myself in that position where she is gonna see that.
Oh, definitely.
So that's by far my biggest goal. If we want to talk about minor stuff, yeah, of course, bro. Like the music thing is I want to be able for as much people to listen and enjoy it. You know, I want to be able to go to crowds and perform and people actually know it. Those are bucket list things. Those are goals and
have
ambitions.
the crowd sing back the lyrics. Yeah. Oh, that's big goal.
That's huge. You know, other than that, like academically, like I want to finish college because, you know, I'll be like the first in my family, like other than like some cousins that got it done, like that would get like a bachelor's degree. So I'm on that track. I did it late, you know what I'm saying? 27 now, barely about to start, but I'm gonna get it done.
Hey, yeah,
I don't feel like there's ever a thing of too late.
There's no time limit. It's never too late for anything. So yeah.
Some people don't know what they want to do quite yet.
Yeah.
Like fresh out of
real.
high school, you know. I mean,
That's real, man. It's tough. It's a different world when you get out of high school.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely is. Once you graduate, shit is totally different. Like your every day, it consists of going to work, make money, pay your bills. Not homework, not getting to your... Well, I mean, unless you're in college, of
Straight
course.
up.
But, yeah, it's a totally different world. And high school don't prepare us for that shit.
It doesn't, bro. And, you know, everybody's experience is different, but, like, I don't think there is a possible way to get a fucking 16 or a fucking 14 through 18-year-old kid in high school to understand that until they get out and live it themselves.
Exactly. Personal experience is the best way to figure things out.
And every generation's getting dumber.
Yeah, that's true.
do you think? Okay, that's a good comment. Do you think they're getting dumber because society's getting smarter as like technology goes?
I think they're getting dumber because we're just on that track. Like one generation got slightly dumber, which led the next generation to get slightly more dumber.
I feel like
and then we're
some
just on that
people
track.
are getting dumber, but then again, I look at like some of the kids these days, and some of them are really fucking smart, and it's a lot of help because of like their phones and looking up shit on YouTube. It's kids are learning things a lot faster than when we learned them as kids. You know?
That's if they want to. A lot of them are just like brainwashed, and like the school system we have right now makes you kind of dumb and like. Just,
I'm not saying that like kids having phones and shit is a good idea because they can be exposed to a lot of bad things at an early age because of phones. I mean, you can't block everything, you know. You could try, but
hey, and it's crazy because we grew up in that like our parents didn't even really know what the internet was, and we kind of lived it before them. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you right now, my dad had to put a password on the computer because of me and the internet.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
I won't get into specifics.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I feel it, bro.
Tisk, shame.
Hey, like I fucking remember dial-up and shit. Like I remember like going home after school,
hearing that loud ass.
Yeah, straight up, bro. or when we first got a computer and we had the corded phones. I remember like being on the phone and I would take it from the little receiver to my room, close the door, and my grandma would get on the line and either tell me to hang up because she had to call somebody.
Oh my
god. Or somebody would be trying to get online, so then you would just hear the little dial-up tone and shit, like through the phone thing and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Man. You were like, hold on, man, my grandpa trying to search
those
something.
were the days though.
That's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I'm glad we have like 4G and 5G now, dude. Fuck that. Like
it's such a different world.
Waiting for your porn to download super slow.
Yeah, I know, bro. Now it's quick. You can be on it. You can have like 5 videos saved in your tabs in a matter of 2 minutes.
Hey, I remember when I first got a phone. I was in 7th grade.
Oh, dude, game over.
It was a Nokia. No.
Nokia.
Nokia. Yeah, it was a Nokia. It was just a block phone, and the only thing I could do on there was text, call, and I had minutes for both, and I had Snake on there. That was the only thing I could do. And I swear, I went to every fucking student at that school, and I said, I'll fuck you guys up at Snake. Motherfuckers can't see me at Snake. Meet me here at lunch. You know what I mean? Now, but I remember, like, you know, when you first, like, kids are getting phones and you're getting these girls' numbers and you're flirting with them through text, and it changed the game, you know? Everything you were scared to tell them in person, you could now tell them through text.
Oh, dude,
you know what I'm saying? So I remember when, you know, when we would try to get freaky and not know how, and they'd send you, like, what was considered a nasty picture or whatever, and it wouldn't even be anything gory to, like, these terms nowadays you see on social media.
Yeah.
But you would have to wait there for the fucking picture to download. That shit, it would come, in pieces and shit. Remember, you'd get the top half, you go halfway, and then it like buffer, and you'd be like 3/4 of a way done. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to see the cleavage. It's getting interesting.
Bro, that's crazy. Times are so different, bro.
I want to thank all the scientists out there for improving the texting technology and allowing us to send these.
This episode brought to you by scientists and engineers.
Helping us send these dirty pictures.
It's different times, man. But which is cool, man, to speak on music again, because like this age is like the CD is like non-existent.
Oh, dude, I know. I went to a concert and I asked the band because they had a table all set up and like it was a pretty big band, you know. So like I go to their table after their set and I was looking around for a CD. They didn't have any. I was like, "You guys don't have CDs?" And he looked at me stupid.
Wasn't
And this was maybe like 5 years ago. So it's like, I mean, I get that you don't make CDs too much, but I mean, that was 5 years ago. I figure they'd still somewhat have them. You know? But he looked at me and I was dumb. He was like, "Nobody has CDs anymore." And I was like, "Guess I'm not buying any of your merch then."
You're like, all right, then fuck you then, bro. Which is crazy, bro, because like I dropped my project. I didn't drop a CD.
Yeah.
And I did it straight digitally. You know?
I mean, you can these days.
But when you guys dropped your shit, you guys dropped CDs, bro.
Well,
you guys brought it back.
We wanted to have the whole artwork and physical feel to it.
Hey, yeah, we got to give the Beyond Cali, as I like to say, the Beyond California band a little plug here, man. Shit, bro.
Well, who knows? They might be a special guest in the future. Who knows?
Oh shit.
Possibly.
Hey,
but we'll go ahead and segue away from that. This episode's for you.
Yeah, you mentioned.
I feel it.
You mentioned earlier you played football and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask you, who's your favorite football team, and what was playing football like for you? Did you like it? Did you like playing a team sport? Were you you like being that alpha male, kicking other people's butts?
that's funny. Football players have like that preconceived notion how they're like considered alpha males and shit, which is funny to me because like I was around it a lot. You know what I mean? But my favorite team, to answer your first question, is definitely the San Francisco 49ers, baby.
Niners?
Yeah, of course, all day, every day. I was born in San Francisco, California.
Do they still have Garoppolo? Who's their QB?
Hey, he's still there, man. He's still there. Trey Lance.
You like him? You like Garoppolo?
Hey, I like Garoppolo. He took us to the Super Bowl, and I know there's a lot of Garoppolo haters that are probably saying he sucks and he's not elite. Look, I get it. I understand what you're saying. But listen here. He took us to the motherfucking Super Bowl. Yeah, we didn't win. And he may have overthrown a football once or twice. But we were there. I got to see it happen. So, I like him. But, the new rookie we got, Trey Lance, man. He's that motherfucker's something special. Yeah, he's a good guy. We traded up early in the draft to get him, which is very controversial because it's like kind of saying like, "Hey, fuck you, Garoppolo" type shit. But hey, man, I think Trey Lance will learn behind Garoppolo and take over eventually, and then things will be good.
I think Lance has better potential. I think Garoppolo. I think he's great, but I don't think he's amazing. I don't think he's enough to get you to the chip. I feel it. I think he's great. I think he's good. He's he's consistent. He can.
Yeah. I think he's good. I think he's good.
He's just missing a little bit something.
Yeah.
A little bit something.
He's not like the top 5 elite quarterbacks, which I don't even know if I have a list right now. I mean, there's the obvious people like, Tom Brady and fucking.
I used to hate Brady, but now I love him. No shame. I used to hate him so much, but now he's earned the love.
You gotta appreciate greatness when you see it. We weren't here when Michael Jordan was taking over sports, man. But Tom Brady has that GOAT on him.
We're not gonna see it again. He has seven rings, more than any franchise.
I feel it.
As a person, he has more rings than any franchise.
It's which is crazy. That motherfucker, like, what? God damn, Dan Marino.
He's gonna run out of fingers.
Yeah, straight up, bro. Dan Marino played for the Dolphins forever and never won a fucking Super Bowl and went to the Hall of Fame still. This motherfucker has 7. There is teams who hasn't won one.
I know.
Throughout their whole existence. This motherfucker has 7. Which is crazy, man. But
you earn my respect, Brady. You earn my
yeah,
respect.
for sure. Shout out Brady. Hey, Brady, when you listen to this, man, just know we ain't hating over here.
If you want to
know
come
what I'm
on Bands and Burgers, Brady, we'll have you. We don't care. We
hell
don't.
yeah.
That
Let's
is a
do it.
formal invitation. Right there.
All right, you heard it here first on Bands and Burgers. Brady's gonna be on Bands and
Yeah.
Burgers.
Tom Brady, come through.
Tom motherfucking Brady, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Who grew up a Niner fan too, so you know what I'm saying.
There
You
you go.
just know how that's greatness in a franchise. But yeah, football. If I can be honest, football is probably the sole reason why I have never like been in a position of like tearing myself down, like self-destruction wise, because I've had those moments, but it was when I was stopped playing football. The whole time I was playing football, I was dialed into that sport. I dedicated my life to that sport.
They gave you discipline.
It gave me discipline. My coaches treated me like I was their son. It gave me an opportunity to be a leader in every level I played. And the competitiveness, man. Just like, you're going to war.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking war. I remember when we'd walk out the tunnel at a Memorial Stadium. And I would be so nervous every game, even till my senior year, but I'd be so nervous and shit. And I used to, this thing is I used to like dry heave and cough and shit.
What were you nervous about?
I was nervous about failing, I think. About letting my brothers down, man. I was nervous that I was going to be the reason why we wouldn't be successful every game.
I think it's more or less every time, like it's a pre-event, like whether it's a show or in your case a football game.
Mm-hmm.
Right before you go out and do it, it's the nerves. They always hit you. You feel it in the stomach, and you get nervous. It's like, what if I fuck up?
What if I fuck up?
But most of the time, if you do fuck up, it's a little bit. Nobody notices, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like in football games, like I fucked up many times. You know what I mean? I've dropped the ball and fumbled and gave it over in critical points of the game and shit. That's happened. But that's also the beauty of it. You know,
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody is susceptible to that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because I had people that would come up to me at campus and they just be like, "Oh, bro, you're so good at fucking football. I can't wait to see you in the NFL." And I'm like, dude, like, I'm not perfect, bro. Like, I am far from.
You look pretty perfect to me right now.
Oh
Young
man,
Cap.
stop. See, you guys are gonna make me come for another episode and shit. There it is, the first one. But no, seriously though, like, I really am thankful I was able to put myself in that. Well, not just me, but I was able to be brought into that love and that correlation of sports and football, because like I didn't realize how like much aggression I wanted to get off until I started going pads and just running into motherfuckers. Running into motherfuckers, bro. I used to do this thing, man. My coaches and my teammates would hate me for it. I used to do this thing is I would get the ball, right? And I wouldn't be the tallest motherfucker on the field, right? I'd get the ball and I would run straight to the end zone. But if there was somebody coming to the side of me, like, and I seen the end zone in front of me, I would not go for the end zone. I would look at that motherfucker and I'll put my shoulder into his shit. You know what I mean? I straight up with that. I love doing that shit. And I used to get yelled at, "Why don't you get as much yards as you can? What are you doing? You're hurting the team." And I was like, "Fuck that motherfucker. Staring at me weird, eh?
You gotta teach him a lesson. Fuck
that. Running after me. Fuck you." Hey, but so then I got to junior college though, and they had me playing linebacker, which is a very, very, very aggressive spot to play on the football field. And I remember the second game of the season. This guy, like, it was a tackle or something. One of the linemen, he had pulled. They were running the football. He had pulled, and as a linebacker, you're taught to read those guys. Because usually, if the big guy's pulling one way, the small guy who has the ball is gonna follow him because he wants the big guy to block for him, right? So I did. I read him. I went to my left. And I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put my shoulder into the big guy so my guys behind me, the pursuit guys, can come tackle that motherfucker. I ran as fast as I could. I put my shoulder down and that motherfucker laid me the fuck out. He looked at me and said, "Are you serious?" I said, "God damn, it's a different life out here." That was the last year I played football. I said, I'm gonna find a different career. I started rapping and shit. I said, fuck that.
I don't blame you. I'm pretty short, skinny. I ain't that muscly. I was never really interested in football. I was more interested in like the individual sports.
I feel it.
It's interesting how you said, you know, you don't want to let the team down and all that, but I'm more of a like individual sports kind of person. I don't like playing team sports. I don't give a fuck about another person. I want to do things on my own. So I really like cross country, you know.
Okay.
I liked wrestling. I didn't get a chance to really get into too many sports, but I prefer the solo sports, you know. I want to prove things on my own.
And wrestling's a big team sport too, man. Like,
the motivation, the camaraderie and whatnot.
But you have your individual tournament. I mean, the majority of it is like really you versus yourself, and then the opponent type thing.
Yeah,
so.
Pretty much.
And
yeah.
so it's just interesting how people are drawn to different like sports, you know, like more team oriented or self oriented.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Another question. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We can have a conversation.
No, I
we
like
having
this.
conversations,
I like this. The audience gets to know us better.
Yeah. You know who the fuck you guys are.
We try to shine the spotlight on our guests.
And the biggest reason why I'm asking so many questions is because I don't know you guys. It's the first time I met you.
We've never met before.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I want to know who you guys are. But okay, but what do you think? What do you think? The reason why you like the individuality of sports, like what drawn you to that?
Me personally.
Yeah, personally.
Don't ask me because I don't watch sports.
The whole time we've been talking, Ethan's been looking at me like I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
You'll see it in the final edit. Is that it'll just be me staring off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's just the way I grew up. Honestly, like I was just taught to handle things on your own. Don't ever depend on anyone else for any help. It's all on you. And I mean, you know, it's nice to have friends and people that care about you and people you can depend on. But you know, they say, you know, you're born alone and you die alone. And so I mean, like, that's just kind of how I've been raised. And so I'd rather succeed on my own than fail with others, if that makes sense. You know, and
that makes perfect sense.
I don't know. I'm just used to doing things on my own.
Some people work better solo compared to in groups. I mean, you'll see it like in schools too.
Yeah. And
people hate group projects, you know.
I
was one of them. I hated that.
I hate group projects. This goes to all my teachers right now. I hate group projects. Stop giving me
all
group
my teachers
projects,
currently
please.
right now.
Please, don't let other people fail.
I hate them, but that's just how I was raised. I don't know. Everyone's different, and I understand camaraderie, and it's just something I've had to work on to try to like work with others or stuff like that. But it's just how I was raised. Just handle things on your own, get it done. You win or lose on your own, and no excuses. You know, get it done. So.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know how many times I take like a long trip, and I'll look at like people driving and shit.
They're picking their nose.
Yeah, they're doing some random shit, picking their nose, singing, dancing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. And I always think like, what's that motherfucker's story?
What's his life story?
Yeah, what the fuck is his story?
I always ask that when I drive by like a fat ass fucking mansion. I wonder what they do for a living.
Yeah, straight up, man, straight up. But no, man, you're gonna ask me something, brother?
Yeah.
My bad.
So curious, what is your craziest party story?
Oh, crazy!
Without getting in trouble, try to give us
something that I can tell you within legal grounds.
Tell us what you want to tell us, basically.
I have a lot of wild.
The funniest one that the audience at home.
One that you would like to share with the audience.
Shit,
the audience
man.
At home.
Damn, I don't know. Where can I start, dude? I range anywhere from the going out here in Madera in the country and kind of passing out and being found type shit. I used to live with these crazy fuckers in these apartments on Sherwood behind Save Mart. If anybody knows what that is, had some crazy fucking party stories there too.
Oh yeah. I remember that time you got lost in the bathtub.
Oh, bro, it was a journey. You know what I mean? I was lost, but now I'm found. So. Damn, I don't know what the craziest one is, man. There's just so many, bro. There's so many memories I've had with people. Like,
tell us one of them.
I remember one time, like, we were at this abandoned house, and we had a party there, and it was a few people that were going. We just took one table. We were gonna play beer pong. We were gonna drink. Well, there ended up being like probably like 60 fucking people at this place, right? So obviously it didn't take long for fucking neighbors to be like, hey, no one lives in that house, but there's a lot of people partying in that motherfucker right now. So the sheriffs came, right? So what's the first thing that a bunch of fucking 16, 17-year-old motherfuckers do is they go through the back door and they run. So I remember this one time, during this little altercation, everybody took off to the back, so I followed suit because I've seen movies and the niggas don't wait, so I didn't wait. I had these homegirls, man, and my boys, I think they were trying to be gentlemen or something, bro. They told her, they were like, jump over the fence. You guys go first, we'll go after, you know what I mean? Because we're men and we ain't tripping on the cops, right? So this girl, she tries to get up the fence, but it's hard for her to do it. And I know who the girl is, and I can just see her face right now. It's just like, she tries to get up. She's like halfway on the fence, right? But like her shirt stuck or something, right? So then more people are coming, right? So my boy like grabs her shirt, like undoes it from the little thing it got stuck on, and pushed her. So she fell. When she fell, she screamed hella loud. And I'm fucked up trying to figure out, oh, fuck, you killed her, bro. You fucking killed her. Well, it turns out there was a fucking rose bush sitting right at the fucking bottom of her, bro. And she got stuck, bro. She got stuck, man. I remember that shit. I mean, it's probably not the funniest I could say, but it's something that stands out because it's like such a vivid memory in my head and shit. And I just remember her screaming and shit. And then like me jumping over and kind of laughing, but still kind of being like, hey, we're cool, but I ain't getting caught. And I took off and shit.
Every man on their own.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we were gentlemen to an extent. We let you go first.
But yeah, when the cops are involved, you got one.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I took off. And then later that night, I actually ended up losing the people I was with, and I was by myself, and I walked home, and it took hella long and shit. I remember. But that was one that happened not too far from here too. It was just funny.
Well, hopefully that person, that woman, is listening in today. And, you know,
yeah. And I'm sure she's gonna see this and she's gonna be like, oh,
I hope you're okay. I hope you don't have any scars.
Oh yeah, she's doing great in life
now.
Good for her. I am very proud of the things she's accomplished.
Cheers to Rosebush. Lady.
Cheers to Rosebush lady.
Rosebush girl.
Rosebush girl. Yeah, hell yeah. Cheers.
All right. So here's my question, young Cab. If you became famous, how do you think you can handle it? Do you think it would change you? You think you'd be able to keep who you are,
or would you become like Jay-Z?
Yeah, you're gonna become Jay-Z and sell out and become a snob, think you're better than everyone else, huh?
I think the easiest way to answer that question is to tell you straight up, no, I would never change. Money can never change me. But if we look at facts, man, yeah, if I became to a certain level of fame, I think it would change me.
It changes everybody.
And I think it would change me in the better, that I'll be able to supply for myself, but it would also make me second guess everybody.
Yeah.
Because
are they coming for your money?
Yeah. One thing I know about like my friends that become successful is I want to show them enough respect and support without trying to ride their coattails and making them feel like they have to be my friend still. Yeah. Because I get it. You lose a lot of people on that journey, and I don't hate, you know what I mean? I want to see everybody win and shit, you know what I mean? And the people who catch that kind of attention, that kind of fame, that kind of success, that still won't want to be involved with you, will be out of their way to do that regardless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to put myself in that position to be like, hey man, remember me type shit. So I worry about that, about some people, if I was ever to get to that point, because the motherfucker that I used to hang out with in 7th grade all the time is now going to come out the woodworks and be like, hey, if we were boys, you're now a fucking dick because you think you're better than us. Like, no, bro, it's not that.
Where have you been the last 8 years?
Exactly. You know what I mean? But not even that. Maybe people that I talk to consistently now that you know, we are on good terms, and every time I see him, it's a good time, but it's not like crazy great friendship, you know what I mean? Which happens. You have acquaintances. There's nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, sometimes
you can't be best friends with everybody, bro.
You just drift through.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. So I think it would be a detriment though, and also like it would be some positives because I would be able to kind of focus on people more and be able to see their true colors. You know what I mean? And I'm that kind of person that be like, if you ever touch me in my life, like as far as like emotionally, or we hung out and we laughed and we had a good time, you're locked in with me forever. So those kind of people, you know what I mean? Like, if I've ever met you guys, I'm sure you guys would be in that group. You know what I mean?
Well,
but since
you
it's the first
met
time,
us now, so you can welcome us in.
no, but
If you ever make it to Hollywood, make sure you take us along with you.
I got you. I got you. No, I got you. No, but it scares me. It scares me in a sense because I think it would change me, because there's a lot of people that would be disappointed that I didn't go out of my way to support them or just give them handouts. And I don't want to give people handouts, but I also don't want to feel like I'm a dick, but I know I can't help everybody. So
You can't help everyone.
yeah,
You're
man.
not the only one who feels that too. A lot of artists, when they make it big, they have that. They call it cutting the dead weight.
Yeah, I feel it, man.
And I mean,
sucks.
it can be personal and it can suck, but ultimately, what you gotta remember is, I mean, everybody's got their own path in life.
Straight up.
You've got talent, and you utilize that. You keep it going. You'll make it big someday. That's because you worked for it.
Straight up, man.
You shouldn't be providing for someone you haven't talked to in like 8 years.
Yeah.
Because they had a class with you and now you're being big. I mean, that it makes no sense. It's just selfish on their end.
It is, bro, but at that same level, like, there is people that I just barely met that kind of moved me in a way which I would kind of be willing to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not just that specifically, like the duration of time we've known each other, but it's the fact that I know I wouldn't be able
It's
to
their
help everybody.
character.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to help everybody because at some point you give somebody a certain amount of money or an opportunity, and next thing you know, they didn't capitalize on it. So what they do is they ask for that again.
They get
and
comfortable
again.
asking.
Yeah, and the moment that you're like, nah, it's like, oh, you changed.
Yeah, they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh,
The
it's
money
like that
fucking
thing?
changed
Like,
You used to be cool.
You
What
know I'm
happened?
saying?
Yeah, what
you know what I'm
happened?
saying? You used to be tight, bro. Remember when we was both broke and this and that? You know what I mean? So I like, that's why I'm like, I would always rather just have money and be able to be comfortable and give my friends opportunities to advance in their life as well and shit that they actually want to do than be famous.
If I ever became famous, I already know I'm gonna change. I don't care. I'm gonna sell out. I don't know any of you. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me for money.
Well, goddamn.
I'm gonna get my own mansion and
in the middle of nowhere.
God,
no
in the middle of
neighbors.
nowhere. Leave me alone.
Jay-Z's about to walk out the campus like, I told you, nigga, it's your boy.
He's gonna look at you and be like, I feel that.
Yep. Come on, B.
Leave me alone while I fly off in my private jet.
Yeah. No, it's a weird thing, man. Because like what's fame anymore though? Really?
Hey, it's changed with like the internet and YouTube
Bro,
and everything.
yeah,
That's
that
what we
is
are right
true.
now.
What is fame?
Anybody could be famous these days.
You
It's
asked
crazy.
me like if I change if I became famous, right?
But what are you famous for?
What
That's the
if
thing.
Yeah.
if I have fucking 1 million followers on TikTok and all I do is TikTok dances, but I have no money or anything to show for? Is that famous?
That would suck. I'd be
Is
like,
that
you're
famous?
doing something wrong if you ain't making money.
Yeah,
off
if
of that.
you got that many followers but no money to show for it, then
Yeah, but
I would just get annoyed.
I would too. But is it considered fame?
It's-
Like if
I guess. yeah.
if your fucking nephews,
Fame-
your nephews and nieces,
in my point of view, fame is like it's a household name.
I got
Not necessarily they're rich, because I mean, if you're rich, you're rich. If you're famous, because everybody knows you.
you. Yeah.
But I mean,
I feel
shit. I know there are a bunch of famous people that are dirt broke. I can't think of any right now, but they're out there.
Ooh, here's the question. Would you rather be famous or rich?
Rich.
Rich?
Sure.
That's
For
pretty-
sure.
For sure. All right, so what are some of your personal philosophies? Like, how do you view this world?
Oh shit! Goddamn! Nowadays, my personal philosophies. How do I view this world? I think it's simple. I think everybody needs to just chill the fuck out.
Yes.
And
I agree.
I think it's a lot simpler than we think. Only because I mean, anything, politics, opinions and shit. I think everybody just needs to understand that it's okay to have different opinions, bro.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, bro, your opinion may not change mine, or it might, but if it does or doesn't, it's not going to change the way I go to bed at night.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to change the way I change my daily routine. And if it does, dope. maybe I realized, fuck, I never thought of it that way.
And it being for the better.
You got to be open-minded when you talk to people, man. Anybody, because everybody got a story. You don't know what's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look at like the whole like Trump mania shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like when they invaded the Capitol and shit like that. If we want to go in that politic realm, but when I look at that, I'm just like those are just all single-minded people, and that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
I don't care the fact that they're defending their rights and they're defending how they feel as a Republican Party. I don't care about that at all. But what bothers me is you don't even want to acknowledge that there's a possibility the other side could have some common sense.
There's too much ego.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they're right, and they don't want to listen to the other side.
But I can't just say that about the people who did that in the Capitol, because there's a lot of fucking like extreme left people and like people nowadays like on that side of the realm that do the same exact shit. You know what I'm saying?
Each side is fucked up to their own extent. Honestly, the way I see it, if we're talking politics here, left and right, both parties, in my point of view, have extremists, and
yeah, they do.
They're just kind of both, like, the diehard ones anyways, just kind of out of this world to me.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, as a kid, like, watching the news, you know, like, your parents have it on or whatever, fucking, you don't pay much attention to it, you know? As you get older, people, like, will literally cut off family and friends because of different political views. I never understood that. Like you said, I mean, everyone has their differences on how they view the world, right? So it's like, we gotta coexist on that at some point.
Straight up,
Otherwise, we're just gonna keep going in circles.
Straight up, man. And it's like I wasn't never into politics, bro. And Obama was president the whole time I was in high school, and now we barely had like new term and shit. Well, and then we have the Trump era, and then now we're on the Biden era and shit. But it's like, since I really paid attention to politics and seen the difference, there's only been 3 presidents in the history of our country.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's probably always been this way. I've just been blind to it. We've been young and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But now that we're old enough,
I'm older and I still don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. But we're forced to at least listen and see what's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
When we were young,
we understand.
We understand.
I understand why I don't give a fuck.
We grew up to now have our own opinions about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I get what everybody says, you know, fuck them, this and that. They think this way. The other side, well, they think this way, so fuck them, this and that. I understand, that's fine. But my biggest philosophy is just be willing to listen.
Yeah.
To the next man or woman. Be willing to listen. Sometimes it's better if we keep our mouths closed and our ears open.
Yeah, everybody wants to be heard.
Yes, everybody, bro. And social media was a fucking reason of that.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's one of the fucking reasons.
Social media.
You log on Facebook, the first thing you see is what's on your mind.
Yeah.
It's like not everybody cares what's on your mind.
Yeah.
You know, like
social media made people think that other people care what they think about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No one cares.
Now they have to. And in the moment you're like, well, I don't really agree because we're face to face. They're like, oh, fuck you. You're just a part of that side too. You're like, what the fuck do you mean? Just because I don't agree with you 100%? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're the enemy.
There's many times where I let people just rant, and I'm just like, oh, for sure, man. For sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah,
just because you don't even want to get into it.
Yeah, but I'm like, bro, I don't really give a fuck, man. Yeah. To be honest with you, bro, like, okay, cool. I'm still gonna go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna go to the studio and record, bro.
You're still gonna do your own
You know
shit.
what I mean, bro?
I mean, ultimately, it's your own life.
Yeah.
So why should anybody else's opinions
At the end of the day,
matter?
and I get when you get to a deeper scale, that's the kind of beauty of actually being in America. Is I do love it because we have that ability to be free and do whatever the fuck we want.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? That's the dopest part and shit.
I mean, there are countries out there where you're not even allowed to think these things.
Exactly. And it's like you look at the extreme left people and they're like, fuck America, this and that. Well, I'm like, all right, motherfucker, go live in like fucking
go live
China.
in North Korea. Go live in China. Yeah,
for a little bit.
I mean, how
you know what I'm
they treat
saying?
you.
I get it. Like, I understand America has its issues, but I mean, we are a lot freer than some other places.
Every country has its issues.
Exactly.
Every single one.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And then like the other side of the realm is like, oh, well, you know, we're not gonna let them change us because they're gonna turn us into that country. And be like, no, they're not, bro. They're not. Ain't nobody trying to turn us into a different country, bro. They just want you to be able to see the problems that they see. You know what I mean? So it's like when you hear one motherfucker, oh, you're just gonna become a socialist and we're gonna be the next China and we're working for China. No, bitch, no. We're still America. And you know what? This is kind of controversial to say, but I'm gonna say it on air.
Hold on, Donald, don't get canceled. Damn it.
Nah.
Hold on, young cab, don't get canceled.
I don't think this is cancel worthy. Okay, this is not cancel worthy. I think it's something because we've seen it before. The last major time every single American like agreed was when like fuck those motherfuckers was when 9/11.
And everyone was like, let's go kill
single
Bin Laden.
Person was like,
That's true.
America first.
And you've seen the news lately, right?
And I seen the news lately, and I see the shit that's going on in Afghanistan, which is crazy because it's a straight correlation to 9/11. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was 01. I was in first grade.
20 years. It's been 20 years.
20?
You know how much money they spent in Afghanistan?
How much?
Almost $2 trillion in Afghanistan alone. Add to that Iraq.
Yeah.
All the time we spent in Iraq.
With no plan. We had no plan.
No exit plan. No strategy.
Bro, you see how fast they took over?
Almost $4 trillion.
It's crazy.
It took 11 days. 11 days.
That's
You know, I
wild.
was just reading an article the other day about it too. I think it was yesterday. There's already been a lot of refugees from Afghanistan sent to Mexico and Canada.
It's a sad truth.
How much you want to bet there's going to be some extremists within those groups that have been refugeed in?
Oh yeah,
And
it's
there's
kind of
going to
inevitable.
be groups of Taliban members in that group of Afghanistan.
It's
So
inevitable, bro. It's inevitable.
They're going to end up getting into the U.S. and they're going to be starting some shit all over again.
And which is like when like the Boston bombing happened and shit, like the Boston Marathon when they're just running and shit, like that shit's wild. That shit's wild.
That's scary.
It's scary, bro.
Makes
It's
you not
scary.
want to go in public.
And-
It's
and
like,
So I
fuck,
stay
you shouldn't
home,
be making feel
watch
like that.
YouTube, and do homework.
And the reason why I say it's controversial is because I really do feel like that's the only thing that can really bring us together, and I never want that to happen.
We need a common enemy. That's what.
Yeah, honestly.
Aliens.
Politicians.
Hey.
They don't care about us. They're sold out.
That's the
Hey.
only way we're gonna unite the entire fucking
These
planet.
politicians are brainwashed by aliens, and they're selling out humanity.
Oh,
we need to
shit.
save humanity. Young
Hey.
Cab, bands and burgers. We're gonna free everyone.
Young Cab for president.
Young Cab for
Hands and
president.
burgers for cabinet.
2024. Vote for Young Cab. We cannot let this stand. Save America. Vote for Young Cab. 2024.
Cue the commercial of my presidential campaign going against the aliens and shit. Wake up, motherfuckers. You hear that Joey Diaz and shit? Wake up, cocksuckers.
No, but yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think there's just a lot of ego going on. People
Yeah.
are too caught up in their worldviews, and they're too quick to hate and judge other people, which
Yeah.
just kind of sucks.
To everybody who got turned off by the politician of it, I know this was supposed to be about music and in my career and path and shit. Hey,
Well,
I
the
apologize.
interview is just
Everything.
anything and everything.
But it's real.
It's
real life.
It affects you. Bands and burgers is everything. Bands and burgers is real life. Young
why I love
Cab,
this
Young
podcast.
Cab is real. Young Cab is authentic. Young Cab.
It's real.
his birth name was Young Cab.
That is.
It says on his birth certificate.
That's it.
All right,
But-
so we're gonna segue into our last question here,
Got
and then
you.
we'll go off to the next one.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's being a father like to you?
Oh,
You
man.
mentioned your daughter earlier, so
Yeah.
yeah. We want to know what it's like for. Do you see yourself in your daughter? Like, what is it
Oh,
stressful?
shit.
Is
That's
it
my twin.
does it keep you up at night? Does it keep you,
You know,
up at
she
night?
looks
Yeah.
just like you too. It's crazy.
Which is wild. That you guys asked me that question last, like today too, because
We're ending on a serious note here for this.
no, it's real, man. It is by far the single most like greatest thing that I've ever been through and continue to learn from every day. And I love it, bro. It's the reason why I am grinding as hard as I'm grinding now, and being able to wake up and be happy and actually, you know what I'm saying, enjoy the grind. You know what I'm saying? It's because of her. You know what I'm saying? So
you have a purpose.
I do. And when I see her, I see myself. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. She does look just like me. And so today I took her to school and then I picked her up. Well, when we got home, and at the pad, one of her classmates lives right across the street from us, and she just became friends with him this year. So first thing she asked was, "Hey, can I go play with her?" Because a few other friends, they all play around that little, around the little neighborhood and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, all right, yeah, I guess, yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, go ahead. So I talked to
Back
her mom.
when you were asking to go hang out with friends.
So I talked to her
as a
mom.
kid.
I was like, is this okay? And she's like, yeah, that's fine, of course, I let her do it already. And I was like, all right, sweet. So I'm looking out the window, bro, and they're all just sitting there talking and playing and shit. And it just, like, I was just amazed, bro. Like, damn, she's at that point in life now.
Yeah.
Where she used to just want to stay in the room and kind of just be around us all the time. But now she just can't wait to like break free and do that shit. And it's scary, bro. It is, bro. It is, because I can
imagine.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean? And it could just be some little girl shit. I'm sure it is, but you just think about like all the shit you've been through.
I was about to say, imagine all the trouble you got
you know what I'm
into
saying?
now.
Yeah, and you think about how like you used to got peer pressured into shit, and like we would tell her don't go too far, you know what I mean? But maybe her friends like, hey, come on, like what the fuck, our parents let us do this if I come, and then she gets peer pressured.
That's how it always happens.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like it's something small and probably is gonna happen, but it's like.
But the one thing you know what to look out for.
What was that?
You've been through it all, so you know how to catch it.
Exactly. Which is crazy too, because when I used to get disciplined, they used to say, "Oh, we've been through that shit already. We used to do that same exact thing."
Yeah,
and you thought you were the slickest motherfucker. You're like, nope, you didn't do it like me. You didn't do it like me though, even though you still got caught and shit. Yeah. But it's definitely the best thing that's ever happened, man. You know what I'm saying? She's fortunate to have her mom, which is easily like the best mom I've seen in person. Like does anything for her. You know what I'm saying? And then I try every day to be that person too. I definitely am more of the discipline.
Fathers usually are.
Yeah, I definitely am. But it like in the moment it's easy for me to turn that dad on. It's easy for me to be like, hey, stop. But then when she's crying in a room and I'm off like kind of just doing my own thing, I do start to feel bad. Like fuck.
Yeah.
But it has to happen, That's what they learn.
Oh, my baby.
You know what I'm saying?
My baby to be safe.
When they grow up, they'll think back and they'll be like, yeah, I kind of deserve that.
I think that too, because like even when I got kicked out, my grandpa kicked me out for the first time. Now I think like I needed that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I've done some shit too. I got in trouble for it. At the time, anyways, I was like, man, this is some bullshit. But now, like, as I'm older, I got 2 kids here too. It's like, fuck, I'd be pissed too, Like, if
how is that journey for you now? Like, because how long has it been now? Like,
it's coming up on 3 years.
3
September.
years.
Yeah. So honestly, I didn't expect it to happen. It just kind of it did. I mean, I don't know where in a matter of like a few months I've got 2 kids. They're already in school age kind of deal. And it's been a life changer for sure, in a good way though. I mean, it is dope, honestly, to see them like experience childhood. It's like living my childhood through their eyes.
Straight up, huh?
Seeing it in a different perspective. It's pretty cool.
And it's dope for them because they don't know it right now at all.
Yeah.
They think it's just normal.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Got 2 boys, so I mean,
yeah,
I got gray hairs already.
Yeah, I'm sure. And they're close in age too, so I'm sure it's tough every day.
It is, but
when they are sitting around thinking about what they want to do with their lives and they're making a fucking podcast with their ass, they're gonna be like, yeah, Ethan.
they're gonna watch your podcast and be like, damn, Ethan was so cool.
Like, man, we love that motherfucker right there, man.
Thank you, but then again, this ain't about me. It's about young cat.
I understand that, but that's
but
that's the thing about me though, is I want to be able to have all these outside influences who were on me, and the great relationships I've had with people also be a part of my journey, bro. So I hate when the spotlight's just on me because I'm so like questionable.
Well, that's very humbling of you. I'll tell you that.
Because
I mean, you're the first guest right now that has asked us questions.
Yeah, no.
Everyone else,
it's a nice,
step your game up. Step your game up. Come
it's
on.
a nice little change of pace. I'll tell you that.
No, it's good. I want to know your guys' story too. I mean, it's like I said, it's the first day I met y'all, so. But hell yeah, man.
Well, thank you for coming through. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Man.
Thank you for
we're not
for
quite
the interview.
done yet.
Of course not. Coming up next is our lightning round.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna ask you some more questions, but we're gonna be quick with these answers.
Let's do it.
So I'll go ahead and start it off, and Angel will ask the next one, and we'll go back and forth.
No description, just the answer.
Just the answer.
Got you.
And be quick.
Unless we ask for it.
Okay,
but-
I got you.
Yeah. All right. Question number 1.
Uh-huh.
Corona or Modelo?
Corona.
Corona? Ooh. Okay. Indica or sativa?
Sativa.
Would you rather bring back to life Bob Marley or Jimi Hendrix?
Bob Marley.
Good choice.
If you were a wrestler, what would your stage name be, and who would be your tag team partner?
It would be Don Cab, and I would play some Cuban refugee. and my partner would be like some American hero who's just trying to save the world and shit.
Some Rambo shit.
Some Rambo.
I'd be Don Cab.
Don't go. All right. What are some of your pet peeves?
Damn. Pet peeves. I hate when people overstep their boundaries, like try to get in other people's business and shit like that. I don't like that.
Nosy shit.
Yeah, like nosy people. Like it has nothing to do with you, bro. Just get the fuck out of it.
Alrighty. You see that water bottle in front of you, young cab?
Yes, sir.
So we heard you worked in sales before, so sell us that water bottle right now.
God damn it, this is not a question.
How would you sell us this water bottle?
Well, the first thing I would do, I mean, are you walking towards me?
Yeah, we're walking towards you.
I'll give you my tips of the trade, man. I would look at everything about you at this moment. I look at what you're wearing. I'm seeing the name brand you're wearing. I'm seeing the way you walking. Are you happy? Are you in a good mood? Or do you? I feel like you're a little bit more street. Do I feel like you're a little bit more educational? That's depending how I'm coming at you. So, Angel, if you walk up to me right now, you know how I'm talking to you? You look like you a happy motherfucker, and I'm coming at you with the happiest. Hey, sir, how you doing today, man? Hey.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, and as soon as you come up to me, I start busting out the jokes, man. Maybe a little stoner joke. Maybe this new, hey, bro. Hey, man, you look like you got a little cotton mouth, brother.
Maybe.
Can I interest you in a little bit of water? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got to read the person. Ethan comes up to me. I'm looking at Ethan, and Ethan's a tough one. Ethan's a tough one just because, like, I'm like, what if you don't like me? What if you won't like me? You know what I mean? Cause he's intimidating at first, right? But as soon as I ask him a question, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's a teddy bear, and I'm coming at him the same way. Probably a quick joke, you know what I mean? For you two, probably hit you with a quick joke, and then go ahead and do my little spiel right after. But I gotta break the ice first.
Let me hear the spiel.
Shit, man.
Good afternoon, good sir. What have you got there?
For you and only for you today, I have probably the most hydration object that you will ever possess in your life.
I'm interested. I'm a bit thirsty.
Are you thirsty?
I'm quite
A little parched.
parched.
The craziest thing about thirsty is in my language, it could be mean you wanted a female, but either way, I can help you out here.
I'm thirsty for hydration.
You want some hydration?
The store's too far away to walk to.
Well, guess what I have in my back pocket?
What you got in your pocket, good sir?
A little quality H2O.
Let me
baby.
see.
Only for you.
Oh my God!
Oh my
I'll take
goodness.
it. I'll take it.
Only for you.
I'll take.
That's yours.
Take
Throw
it.
Throw the motherfucker.
Take it.
Let me see it.
Take it. Take it.
Take
Take the money. Take it. Woo. Excellent.
I love
salesmanship right there.
All right. That was great. So, for the next one,
Yeah.
if we checked your browser history for the last week, would we find anything you wouldn't want us to?
No, because I think you guys will kind of be interested in the kind of porn I watch. You were like, huh? Didn't take you for that kind of fella.
Yo, send me that.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit.
I have also saved that video.
I wasn't expecting.
Alrighty, young cab. Here's a serious question.
I got you.
This one's
Who
real serious.
answer this serious question? So you need to think long and hard.
Okay.
Who is cuter, me or Ethan?
Oh shit.
Answer correctly, good sir. Answer wisely.
There's only one right answer.
There's only one right answer.
There's only one right answer, and you both know it. Who's cuter?
Yeah.
I don't know. I find great qualities in both you guys.
Well, there's one right answer. Can you find the right answer?
I'm going with the motherfucker on Ethan.
Oh, Grogu?
Yeah.
Yeah!
I'm going with
That is the correct answer.
Let's go.
That was the
Let's
correct
go.
answer.
That was the right answer.
You found the way.
To the motherfucker on the. Yeah, I found the way. Damn, I love that.
All right.
This
so
is the way.
next one.
Uh-huh.
If you were on death row, what would you choose as your last meal?
Like the record label or actual death row?
No. Actual death row. You're about to get the death penalty.
You were either justly or unjustly sent to prison. You're either innocent or
Either
guilty.
way, you're
It doesn't
on death
matter.
Okay.
They're about to fry you. What's your last meal?
So is this the time where I pick which grilled cheese sandwich?
No.
No, dead ass. My last meal to just leave this earth, bro, would probably, honestly, bro, it would probably just be a good ass slice of pizza, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I've never not found comfort from that.
Peanuts.
honestly, bro. Cause like, you just can't go wrong. If you're like, I don't know what to get, you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'll get some pizza. You know what I'm saying? So to leave this earth, bro, if it could be anything, I'd probably be like a fancy ass, steak and lobster type shit. But if it was just like comfort food and I just come in peace with myself, man, there's just a couple slices of pizza and we call it a day.
I'd pick something that takes a long ass time to make. Amish bread takes like a week to make. I want some Amish bread.
He needs some tikka masala, some couscous.
There you go. I like that. Thinking outside the box.
All right, final question. If you could go back in time right now to a young cab and tell him all your knowledge, would you rather do that or have an old young cab from the future come back in time right now and tell you all his knowledge
From the future.
Oh, that's such a good ass question. I've never thought of something like that. But you know what? Honestly, I would go back and tell younger me.
What would you tell him?
I would tell him to don't fear too much. Don't worry about what other people think. Even though like I always thought I was kind of that way. Like I didn't care what other people think, and I do live that way. But there was always something that stopped me from reaching my fullest potential. I feel like, which is why I wasted a lot of time. I was just like, scared of failing and shit, and I would just tell myself to go for it. I'd probably, on a technical standpoint, I'd probably want to go to school somewhere out of the city and shit, kind of get out for a little bit and really like learn myself that way. So I would kind of guide myself towards that. But I would go back and spit a little bit of game and shit to myself. And another reason though is just because I don't want to know what's gonna happen. Because I wake up every day with that suspicion, and I love that part.
Yeah.
If I was able to know what's gonna happen in 5 months, I wouldn't be excited about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless,
especially if it's something bad too, that
Yeah.
anxiety building up to
Exactly.
it would be terrible.
Unless he's like, hey, fucking bet on the Niners this year.
Yeah.
That's all I care about, honestly. Can I make money off of my time travel?
If it's something like that, I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'm going with that one. But in
See,
seriousness,
that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Back to the future shit.
Like,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Get
Yeah,
that
you know what I mean?
almanac,
Yeah.
put some bets
Exactly.
on some
Get that
games.
sports
Exactly.
almanac.
So I would probably have to go back and holler at myself a little bit.
There you
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Don.
No, thank you guys, man.
Awesome.
Young Cab.
Well, thank you, Young Cab,
Cab.
for all that. And here's our first ever bonus question.
Oh, the first ever. You see it live and direct.
All right, so you want to ask it or?
You can go.
All right. So, Young Cap,
Yes.
if you were shrunk to the size of a lighter and put into a blender, how would you get out?
But I'm still human?
You're still human,
I'm
yeah.
just a little human?
You're just you're like this size, and you're put into a blender that's probably about like this size. So you're like here at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
How do you get out?
I would just get butt ass naked and stand on one of the blades until somebody comes up. Because like if motherfuckers can notice a little ass cockroach running, they're gonna see my naked ass standing on top of the fucking blade. Oh shit! Is that Donald naked and little? You see my clothes hanging on one fucking little blade, and then you'll see me standing there naked, like shaking my shit. Hey, motherfucker! What you doing in there naked?
I was not expecting that.
That's probably gonna be the first question too. It's like, why are you naked? Like, nigga, why am I in a blender and little? You care about why I'm naked, right?
I think it's been out the door.
Oh my God, it's Little D. Get him out. Save him.
No. And that's how I got my rapper name.
And that's how he got his rapper name.
Now you know you gotta do a music video like that.
Trapped in a blender. Like R. Kelly. What is it? Trapped in a closet?
Yeah,
trapped in a blender?
It was. Oh.
All right.
All right. Well,
Hold on.
Anyways,
Oh man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
so that wraps up the interview part with Young Cab.
Yes,
But before
yes.
we go, we would like to have you give you an opportunity to plug your shit, your YouTube, your Spotify, all that stuff.
Yeah, man. Well, you can find me Twitter at Young Cab. I'm on IG as a Cabby_22. I'm on Apple Music, Spotify, most of the major streaming services. Just a YUNGCAB. That's Young Cab, no taxi included. Really, those are kind of the main platforms, man. I'm on Snapchat too, Young Cab. If you're really trying to see my daily life and shit, that's just me listening to music and shit most of the time. But yeah, I got a EP, YC's Up. That shit's out, been out. Got a video, Tripping. That's out and recorded in a very, very familiar place. I just dropped another video called We Want to Check, which I'm sure will probably get plugged sometime.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And yeah, I got a few more projects I'm gonna be doing. Working to get some clothing out there to rock some wearables and shit.
I want a Young Cab T-shirt.
Yeah,
Me too.
I think we might have that coming soon.
I need some Young Cab chonies.
I might have to do that.
It's a Young Cab.
It's gonna be my YC, and then right here's the fucking thing hole right here. No, but yeah, man. So it's a good time to be a part of the creative process now at this point in my life.
Awesome.
Because I have a lot of shit that I have in mind that I think I'm gonna do, man. And then we'll probably do a little bit of performances here in the near future and shit like that, man. But I'm always willing to connect, man. Anybody who, if you don't know me and you want to watch and you watch this and you want to get to know me, man, just holler at me, man. I'm always want to answer questions and shit like that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that, so make sure you follow Young Cab on all social media. Send him some love, give him some likes, subscribe to him. And before we continue on to our live performance, it's time for Food Court. Food Court.
All right, now is the time
Young
where you
Cab.
decide.
Okay.
Make the right choice. You made the wrong choice earlier when we asked you who was cuter, so you gotta
I
decide.
thought I made the right choice.
One of them, let's just split it this way. One of them had green stuff on the inside, like avocado.
Yeah.
So I think that might help
Avocado.
you. Which one of those did you like more?
Okay. All right. After further review of my taste buds, big fan of the fries. I just want to get it out of the way. I dip my fries in the tomato soup here. Delicious. One, if I'm not wrong, one had avocado and one had like, was it pepper jack cheese maybe? Or was it like what kind of bread was it?
We can't share too much info right now.
I got you.
The information will be shared after you give your judgment.
Well,
I got you.
we can say that both sandwiches had pepper jack.
They were both
Yeah.
pepper jack
Yes,
cheese. Okay,
yes,
one
yes.
I tasted the cheese a little bit more, and it had something else. I couldn't tell if it was a cucumber or what the fuck it was in there. Man, she was some kind of something. And then one was the avocado, which I'm a great fan of avocado. I like to eat avocado by itself, a little bit of salt, and a spoon. But after further review, I think I'm gonna have to go the one without the avocado. It was delicious.
3 in a row, baby.
They were both delicious.
I'm keeping
That
my
was you?
fucking belt. I told you.
Once again, you made the wrong
I'm
choice.
sorry,
Young
man.
Cab.
I'm sorry. What did you put in that shit?
Mine had pepper jack, Colby jack, and the bread was nuts and oats bread.
Yep, nuts and oats. That's what it
and
was.
It had a couple slices of honey ham and jalapenos in it.
Jalapenos, bro.
And-
I don't know why I said
and-
cucumber. Give me like texture. Like
And there was a honey Dijon mustard spread on it.
okay, yeah. It just, I don't know. It was loaded with the cheese.
my-
What did you have? Total on yours.
I had mozzarella,
Uh-huh.
I had Colby, and I had pepper jack. I had bacon, and I had the avocado. I know where I messed up. As I was eating the sandwiches, I needed to put more cheese. I needed more cheese.
yeah,
Yep.
you're
I
right.
needed-
Yours definitely was a little bit beefier than the cheese.
I had 4 slices of cheese.
I
in each
realized my
sandwich.
mistake.
I'm keeping this belt. boy.
Whatever.
I ate the avocado one first, and I told myself, I go, this is gonna be hard to beat because I'm a big fan of avocado. And I took the first bite of the other one, and I was like, there's just so much cheese.
I was
in
telling
there.
Angel too. I was like, dude, I got 2 kids living here. I know how to make a good
Yeah.
sandwich. Alrighty, well, you heard it here. I won the cook-off again.
Whatever. I'll get you next time. But
Sure.
stay tuned for our live performance from Young Cab. And real quick, here's a quick commercial break.
Yeah. Hey, what up, folks, man? First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that's been along this journey. I want to thank fucking Bands and Burgers. We out here making everybody laugh and everybody fulfilled with their hunger. Hey, but for real, when we talk influences earlier, man, I also want to mention the people that been here with me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be here today without people like my boy Lil Stevie, without Mickey Lux, Robbie, Focus, everybody that's been on this musical journey. My boy Angel, Nathan, everybody that's just been rocking with me. Many, many names. But let's get into it, man. We about to do something from the little project. YC's up. Hey, first we're gonna do Adios. Young Cat. Hey,
I tell them, yeah.
and my boy Blake love this one, man. That's why we doing this one first.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. I tell the bitches that it's adios. You see me laughing at the haters now. Yeah, I set the mood right through your audio. It's addiction when you hear the sound. I tell the bitches that it's adios. I tell the bitches see me laughing at the haters now. I know you see me set the mood right through your audio. You know it's true. It's addiction when you hear the sound. It's what I do. Ay, getting lit in a mob, still a kiss from the county line. I don't do it often, but I thinking that I lost my mind. I've been drinking till I find it. Go ahead and pull me up. Oh, I got a new assignment, but I don't think she bold enough. Ay, making money a little faster. Why you can't leave the house until your master say? I think it's time that you break away. You can't sing your part until you press and play. So what do you think? You waving goodbye, you insane. Your need for affection will start with a lesson. Now you looking lost when you think. Just cross my line if I do it, but hurt my pride if I don't even try. Why am I so influenced by basic niggas and the hoes that lie? I hope that the feeling reciprocated. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded, but this is a problem that you created, so don't question me when I'm getting faded. I tell the bitches that it's adios. You see me laughing at the haters now. Yeah, I set the mood right through your audio. It's addiction when you hear the sound. Ay, I tell the bitches that it's adios. I tell the bitches see me laughing at the haters now. I know you see me set the mood right through your audio. You know it's true. It's addiction when you hear the same. It's what I do. Ay, now I'm sitting, I'm laughing, reminiscing on what could have been. Why this never happen? You choose to live a life of sin. You awake to a fire, the one that I hate, the one I desire. You call me a liar, but never returned all the fancy attire. Focusing now on my money. All of your bitches are coming my path, wrapped in my paper like mummy. It's simple ambition, please stacking my cash. I was just stacking my stress when I should be cashing no checks, and I should be worrying less, but thinking of you just got me a mess. So why don't you come and undress? Why don't you come and unravel? Your verdict is really a test. You judging and slamming your gavel. I promise that this not the end. No matter what you tell your friends, I love you was really pretend, but I know that we do it again. Damn.
Bitches that it's adios.
You see me laughing at the haters now. Yeah, I set the mood right through your audio. It's addiction when you hear the sound. Ay, I tell the bitches that it's adios. I tell the bitches see me laughing at the haters now. I know you see me set the mood right through your audio. You know it's true. It's addiction when you hear the sound. It's what I do. Hey, hey, yes sir. Hey, we about to get in a little something called Swerving the Lane real quick. Turn up with me real quick, let's go. Hey, bossa, we did it. Roll the gas, she lit it. They know we with it. Call a shot and they listen. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now swerving the lane. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now swerving the lane. Bossa, we did it. Roll the gas, she lit it. They know we with it. Call a shot and they listen. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now I'm swerving the lane. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now I'm swerving the lane. Feeling so real. I'm feeling so fake. I'm feeling so lost. How do I deal? Decisions I made, decisions that cost. Loving the paper, but question the fact. If you loving me, I see the hater. Cause money will bring all the back company. Be what I wanted to be. When niggas was laughing, I stay sucker free. One hair opinion, I laugh like a meaning. I roll up a joint and I spark in the tree. So all of the trends, I'm raising a toast. To all of the bitches, I'm macking a ghost. To all of the people that doing the most. I see they're creeping, you loving my post. Niggas will find a reason to hate. Niggas will do anything for the clout. Niggas be faking right in front of your face. I know cause I seen what you niggas be bout. So listen to me, I'm preaching the truth. People just love when I'm up in the booth. If I'm yelling judge, then they run like a goose. I guess we know who providing the juice. Hey, bossa, we did it. Roll the gas, she lit it. They know we with it. Call a shot and they listen. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now I'm swerving the lane. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now I'm swerving the lane. Bossa, we did it. Roll the gas, she lit it. They know we with it. Call a shot and they listen. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now I'm swerving the lane. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, now I'm swerving the lane. Respecting my pimpin'. They love my rendition, they get the commission. Why can't you listen? I thinking I'm Jordan and focus is pimpin'. We get the money invested. Never would look like a dummy, don't test it. I look at my watch and count on my stock. And nigga confused on the lesson. I just don't try with you people no more. I see the love was taken for granted. I pick you up when you down on the floor. But lately the nature of fake has been planted. How do I hit it? How do I try? If you was real, put a blunt in the sky. People will talk, but what they imply? Nigga, this cab, the others a lie. Yeah, this YC to the foolish. Get in the booth and I just kill. I have excuse of looking clueless, like the effects of the magic pill. I just act and move like a boss, chasing a bag, learn from a loss. Bitches will talk, but long as you floss, then they will know that you dipped in the sauce. Cab, bossa, we did it. Roll the gas, she lit it. They know we with it. Call a shot and they listen. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, I'm swerving the lane. Nigga, we not the same. Sitting my juice, I'm swerving the lane. Let's go. The last one we got today, man, is something a little dope to me, man. It's called Nintendo. Ay. Yeah. Why? See? Yeah. I think she pretty. Yeah, that next on next. She get it with me. Yeah, that flex on flex. Right to my city. There's no stress. Not even empty. We the best on best. You better get it cause she rock you like crescendo. But if you trippin', she will play you like Nintendo. I think she pretty. Yeah, that next on next. She get it with me. Yeah, that flex on flex. Pretty and track. Definition of a brat. driving all over a map. Just send the location, we go where you at. She got to get ready, she taking her time. Wonder if her thoughts were equal in mine. She got the red lip, it must be a sign. We munching on crackers and sipping on wine. We feeling classy as shit, leaving a tip. I break it all down if you trying to get lit. Simple mathematics, what flows that I rip. You got some good brain, what college you hit? Proceed to my business, I check on it daily. You have it your way, so what's up with you like? Born in the 90s, but think like the 80s. Insomnia rap, you can't sleep on me, baby. And she ain't stopping. She really show you how she do. And now she pop in. The others really had no clue. And if she drop in, that money she gon' rain on you. That means she copy. She dripping from her head to shoes. I think she pretty. Yeah, that next on next. She get it with me. Yeah, that flex on flex. Right to my city. There's no stress. Not leaving empty. We the best on best. Better get it, cause she rock you like crescendo. But if you trippin', she will play you like Nintendo. I think she pretty. Yeah, that next on next. She getting with me. Yeah, that flex on flex. So now what's the plan? You're thinking I could be your man? You thinking of exes that driving you reckless? No time for the beach in the sand? Well, maybe you need to just rush a couple more minutes to shake off the rust. Provide all the game from the love and the lust, and then the mood change like she started some dust. She's simple, spiritual, but a little crazy. With some swag like that, she my little pastry. Just give her time, she will make the money. She got boss top moves, serve milk and play that shit. She would never. You looking good, but she looking better. Make the sun come out in any weather. You would love and you just met her. Damn, and she ain't stopping. She really show you how she do. And now she pop in. The others really had no clue. And if she drop in, that money it gon' rain on you. That means she copy. She dripping from her nails to shoes. I think she pretty. Yeah, that next on next. She get it with me. Yeah, that flex on flex. Right to my city. There's no stress. Not leaving empty. We the best on best. Better get it, cause she rock you like crescendo. But if you trippin', she will play you like Nintendo. I think she pretty. Yeah, that next on next. She get it with me. Yeah, that flex on flex. What? See?
All right.
Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Bands and Burgers.
Bands and Burgers.
I'm very upset that I did not win this cook-off.
Defeated once again, and I keep my belt.
I will regain my honor. I will
You
regain
won't.
my pride.
You won't.
I will win. Ultimately, at the end of this first season, I
You
will
won't.
be the burger champion.
Nope, I'm going to win the rest of the whole season.
But we'll see. I'll get you next time.
Nope.
But yeah, big shout out to Young Cap for coming through.
Young Cab.
Check out his social media pages linked up here on the
Got
screen.
all his links right here. Check
Yeah.
him out. Follow him.
Send him some love. Hit like and subscribe.
Also, be sure to subscribe to Bands and Burgers as well. Hit
really-
the like button.
It really helps us grow and it keeps helping us provide this entertainment for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But yeah, stay tuned for next episode featuring Green Day. Woo!